Hello guys, Arthur here, and this is Monochrome round review. As usual, 15 tracks. Not a lot of expectation from my end, honestly, because this time I wasn't practice much. Literally, I just do review for this track and nothing else. I didn't have practice session. I even for last week almost didn't play Zipkist. In a different reason. But anyway, so I have really low expectations for my performance this time, and also there was a lot of people in this time. I don't know how many people were in second room and how many people will be in second time slot, but even with those, usually I like hoping to be like top 16 at least once, twice, and like higher achievement is P10. But this case, as I said, no practice. And why I'm like saying this, because I tried several times, and from the comments from other stuff, I understand that practice is really helps a lot during everything. On like I performance way better if I have at least 2 practice session with some other guys in the lobby, especially if it's like someone really strong one, like, well, you can say anyone from top 10 in the leaderboard. Like, so if they are in this lobby, I can watch their lines, I can try to repeat them and spend some time on that. But for this time, I have just 7 minutes to try on each track. Hopefully to be really lucky to go and try to chase someone from like top 10 to see their lines and try to repeat them. And surprisingly, looking to leaderboard, there was pretty a lot of DNFs on all of the tracks, which honestly was big surprise for me. And for this one I have several ideas. One of them is like pretty hard tracks, another it's a lot of new guys, which again really nice to see a lot of new faces, a lot of new players join to Zipkist and spreading rooms. On average it was about like 45-30 players on time slot in room 1, which I think also great. Last time it was around 30, but last time didn't count. It was Saturday, not Sunday, so I believe a lot of people just missed that. But if we are talking about the first round of season 3, it also was on Sunday, and usually it's around like 40-35 people in the first room. I don't know, like second one it's pretty different, from like 10 to 15 people, and I know a lot of people choose like second one because there's less people there, and sometimes as they said that another cars, another ghost cars there distracts them, and it's true for pretty skillful players, but for me it's like savior to have another people around me I can watch for them. And second one is that all these tracks are really hard, but I doubt on that, because like usually we all try to find track for ZSL which should be like, let's say, medium plus in difficulty, that like 90-95% of people could finish them, and it should show that it's fun. Because again, I believe like only like top 16, let's say this way, are fighting for extra points, extra achievements, and like top 5-6 people in the lobby are fighting for like prizes, podiums, and usually, yeah, it's like 2 division. One are fighting for the win, one are fighting for just, I'm talking more for myself, I'm fighting for just finish everything, and nice to have. It's like some kind of new bonus for finishing the track and receiving top 16. And returning to top 5, top 6, this time it was nice to see that podium wasn't so consistent as it was on several previous rounds. So there was different like Chanji, Foggy, Jackie, Renergy, Hydro, Laxer, I believe, have one podium or several. But also I didn't saw Mark or just Maki. They could be on second room or just take part in like second time slot, because again, it's December, it's like holiday time. For some people it's like because of the holidays they have different things to do except Zipkist, and this is another reason why I was pleasantly surprised of the amount people take part this time in this round. So it was nice to see that not the same people over and over are winning. So it was more, let's say, not challenging but competitive than other rounds. So yeah, from this point, so there's two options why it's happening. One is all players become more skillful and they can start challenge them, or the track that we're choosing, they have slightly different layouts and different, let's say, benefits for different players. And in that case, one player can be strong on one track and weaker in another. So I really enjoy this part that we have, let's say, mixed up on leaderboard. Well, at least in, let's say, top 16, because for me it usually was like top 20, and it's like from 20 to 30, and it was really, as I said at the beginning, I was really struggling on all of this track. Sometimes I even find new lines that people show me, like, and I was trying to achieve them. For example, Purple Planet, it was really hard for me to see that there is like a big, I wouldn't say skip, it's jump that could benefit you like 1.5 seconds, and it's great. But in most cases, for all these tracks, even if I do all these, let's say, hard moments or hard elements or hard skips, I usually have it like in the middle of round time or track time, and then it's like my position is going down each time, and even if you try to beat your results, it usually have some problems. My best attempts, there was on occasions when I was lucky enough to follow someone like from top 10, and I'm not talking, or top 16, let's say, because honestly, if I try to follow some from top 3, 4, like Chanji, Jackie, Renergy, Hydro, it's become really hard. It's like they have an engine, you know, like engine subscriptions, like we have a joke during this round. So, and usually my result was slower, like from 2 to 4 seconds, depending on like length of the track. And this is this is like, let's say it's like 5-10% slower for me. So at the middle of the track, you just can't see your opponent. They're far from you, and you just can try to repeat their line. But as I said, you can see, so usually my, let's say, guideline, how I perform on a track, it's Akane. Like, you can rewatch other rounds. We usually really close to each other. On some tracks, I'm slightly faster. On some tracks, he's faster, but usually it's like 2-3 position in difference, with several different, let's say, hiccups when he or I have some really great runs and we were in top 10, top 15. So yeah, if I see that I'm around Akane on each track, around his time. That means that it's fine for me. I'm fine with the results because more or less we have similar skill set. If I'm struggling a lot and he's like way higher and faster than me, then well, it is what it is. And for some tracks, like from like Permafrost from Just Maki, it was really hard track. It was well, honestly, I think Just Maki and the Mao build the most difficult tracks for ZSL, and according to amount of people that not finish them, I think it's like correct assumption. And I'm not like trying to say that they're bad, because again, we all vote for them, we are all agreed that they need to be, and it's like for me the best idea for all like rounds. It's like starting from try to rearrange all tracks by their difficulty, which honestly I understand that almost impossible, because again, we all have different skill sets, and track that will be impossible for me will be really easy for like Zivitsev, St. Nicholas, and other more strong guys. So, but try in general, at least how I try to pick tracks that like they need to be funny, like not, they need to be interesting, and they need to be doable, they need to be replayable, and for like whole idea of the round, I want that they were like from really easy ones, like let's say couple really easy ones, or without any, let's say, advanced skills, like you don't need to make some jumps or do some tricks like wall rides, parallel rides, or you can do them, but it's unnecessary for finishing this track. It's just for get a better result. And then several tracks with like let's say 5-6 in medium category, which could be like technical track with a lot of slow turns, or full speed tracks where you need to maintain speed with maybe some speed checks, like speed check jumps, but there have some bounds that are not like showing that you can't do this track, but it's slowing you down. Like we have several of them, and definitely we need several like hard and let's say impossible track, maybe 1-2, and just to show people that okay, this is like the master level where you need to be to like master the game or perform the best results. So like graduate each levels, and I think if it was built in this way or rearranged, then people when they start playing this round, they okay, I can do this, I can do this, yes, I'm like second leaderboard, but overall I can do it, and then level becomes harder and harder, and because they go one by one, you can understand all of this, you can like build and say okay, on this spot I'm done, it's really hard for me. So, and it could be like some elements, and that's why I'm saying like medium hard levels, they in ideal world they need to be like different, because some people prefer high speed tracks, some people are really good in technical tracks, some are best on their wall ride transitions, for example. And okay, they tried, they saw that like okay, 50, 60, 70% of people finish track and I can't, then I need to practice on some kind of such type of tracks. Again, this is my idea. This is how I try to choose tracks for voting for tracks for ZCL. And according to our results that we usually do, in most cases, there are similar thinking. So, like usually we have, let's say, from 15 tracks, 8 or like from 8 to 12 tracks with most high amount of points, and then like 5-6 with less points, like 1 to lower than maximum result. So I think we're all thinking in this category, and the tracks is just mixed up on playlist because, as I said, it's completely impossible to build them on some kind of skill track level. But yeah, so this is it for ZSL. So yeah, a lot of different thoughts, not a lot of words about ZSL itself, but you saw results, you know it. For me, this time it was hard. Next time will be even harder because it will be snow. I'm really bad at snow, ice, and all surfaces that have really bad grip. And as a bonus for this time, after ZSL, I was lucky enough to take part in Cup of the Day. I know that usually, like I saw a couple of videos, there's like 60 people during Cup of the Day. This time it was around 40. And as for me, track was slightly harder than I thought it was, but I did it. Still, my result was 21st, which is completely fits in ZSL result, because most of people just switch from ZSL to the Cup of the Day and continue there. So 21st, 3 rounds of Cup of the Day. I'm really happy that I had time to play it. And if you want to watch full Cup of the Day, I believe it will be on Ronan channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy this video. Leave likes and subscribe if you love this type of video. And see you next time. Bye.